Hello everyone, I'm Jake Line back for another review. This time around is all 5 flavors of Bodyarmor Fit. As I said yesterday, 3 from Walmart and 2 from Discount Drug Mart. Discount Drug Mart has all 5. I just didn't think they would. Though, however, I guess I should have went for Discount Drug Mart instead to get all 5 flavors alone. But first, we're gonna go over the nutritional facts. First, the caffeine content before I grab one to go over the nutritional facts. Each one of these has 60 milligrams of caffeine. Basically, these are new drinks. I never tried Bodyarmor Fit, so this is gonna be a new take on me. Let's see, there's 5 calories, no total fat, 140 milligrams of sodium, no total carbs, no sugars, no added sugars, no protein. Well, you get your potassium, 150 milligrams, and your choline, which is 15%. So, I think Bodyarmor is trying to go for, their own versions of energy drinks. In my opinion, they should allow Monster to own Bodyarmor Fit, since they're close to energy drinks because of that caffeine in the drinks. Monster already owns Bang Energy, Nas, their own version of Bang, which is Monster Rain, or Rain, whichever one you want to call it. They also, well, they revamped Rain Storm to regular Storm. I might have to review those because they may have changed the ingredients to Storm Energy. So you never know. Yes, Monster still owns Storm Energy, even though the name did change. They also own other companies, such as Mother Energy. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Mother Energy is not the way to go on that name. Blame Monster for that name. There's a list of things that Monster owns, but Bodyarmor owns Bodyarmor Fit. As I said, Monster should own Bodyarmor Fit, since technically Bodyarmor is owned by Coca-Cola. Just saying. But at least it's not Coca-Cola energy drinks, though. Remember how they did energy drinks? Wasn't exactly that great, however, on energy drinks. They didn't even do a good job on Coca-Cola coffee, due to the fact they had, I don't know, carbonation in the coffees. That's not how you do coffee drinks. But let's go over the nutritional facts instead of rambling on. Just had to say that Monster should own Bodyarmor Fit. Well, I already went over the nutritional facts, so I forgot about that. Alright, let's go over the drinks then. It seems like each one is the same a bit on nutritional facts. So I don't have to go over every one on nutritional facts. Let's go ahead and go for the review. Watermelon Lime is first. I think, in my opinion, Bodyarmor must have paid attention to what PHX is doing and went for a watermelon lime as well. But let's see if it'll stack up to what Bodyarmor has on watermelon lime. We got ourselves a clear color. Down the hatch. I may have to go back in from the can. I did get a watermelon taste, but I'm not sure about that lime. Well, it seems like it's better than PHX energy drink. Watermelon lime. Even with that low stim caffeine, so, what am I going to be rating this drink? Yes, I'm going to be rating each one as I go along this review. I'm going to be... Excuse me. Since it tastes better, I'm going to be rating the flavor a solid 8.9 out of 10. Almost towards the 9's column. Not a wow me watermelon lime though. That lime does complement that watermelon though, however. It's just a mixture There's also a medium to medium high carbonation closing on high. Each one is probably gonna be the same on carbonation though. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 on carbonation. Now for the orange mango. Yeah, I know you guys was hoping for me to go for the citrus grapefruit second. Well, I'm gonna have it my way on this review on flavor-wise at the moment. I should have stuck with only 2 cups, since technically they're clear colors. I did not know they would be clear color. Usually Bodyarmor has no clear colors to their hydration drinks. But since they're going for their own versions of energy drinks, it makes sense. I did not know about that though until I poured the watermelon grape. Oh well. At least I'm reviewing them. Be glad about that. I'm surprised it didn't splash all over. But let's go for trying this out. By the way, on caffeine content, since these has 60, calculate the amount, because if you multiply 60 times 5, you'll be able to get the amount of caffeine I'm getting. You'll see what I mean. Time for trying the orange mango. I don't know what I'm getting, because I took a drink of this and got orange. If I got mango, it's probably in the back end. Let's go back in from the can, because I'm not sure if I'm getting that mixture of orange and mango. I'm still not sure if I'm getting that, because technically What I'm getting is, as I said, if I'm getting an orange, I should be able to get a mango. If I'm getting that mango, it's probably on the back end. Well, I don't think these two stack up if that mango is on the back end. So what am I going to be rating this one? Well, what I'm going to be rating it is 8.1 out of 10. Excuse me. Excuse me. The carbonation is the same for this one. This one is actually a sports drink, though. It says no artificial flavors or sweeteners or dyes. Well, the dyes, that's why it's a clear color. There's no dyes to this. At least it has 60 milligrams of caffeine, like it says on each can. But these are sports drinks, however. If you want a sports drink that has low caffeine, then this one might be for you. Then, on Bodyarmor Fit. But I can't say for certain yet until I get the last 3 reviewed for you guys first. And it's 10:22 already. But we're still rolling along, even though it is 10:22. We are gonna go for mixed berry now. Well, at least I'm not gonna be going overboard on caffeine wise. Even though they did make their own energy drinks here. I wasn't expecting Bodyarmor to go for their own energy drinks under their own fit line. I'm sure you guys wasn't either, however. And I'm sure you guys wasn't expecting me to review all 5 flavors of Bodyarmor Fit as well. There are probably other people that reviewed all 5 due to the caffeine content. See caffeine content on each can. You get to review all 5. It depends on caffeine wise. So technically, if you see an amount of caffeine, like 200 or 300, you can review 1 or 2 drinks when it comes to 200 milligrams of caffeine, or just 1 when it's 300. But I review 1 can when it comes to 200. Or 3 if it's 100 milligrams of caffeine. 300, just 1. Or, if it's really low stem on caffeine, I can review them all. You know what the haps is? I seen these at Walmart and decided to go for all the flavors. That's why I decided to review them today for you guys. And we got ourselves another clear color. If all of these are going to be clear, I might just as well not use cups anymore and just drink the other 2 out of the cans. I did not know all of them would be this color. Well, it does say no artificial dyes, however. So it would make sense. Mixed berry would be strawberry, blueberry, and red raspberry. So let's see if it has a berry mixture. I'm getting a berry mixture, alright. But I'm not sure. Let's go back in from the can. At least I'm not like the people that chugs these. If they chug all these, dang. That would not be good on Bodyarmor Fit when it comes to flavor-wise. You gotta enjoy the drinks, not chug them. Well, all 3 flavors does does go for getting stacked up. What I'm going to be rating the drink. So far, so good, but I am going to rate this one an 8.5 out of 10. Excuse me. We have 2 more to go, so 3 down, 2 to go. Excuse me. Excuse me. That proves they're all the same carbonation. That's why I said I was not going to rate all of them on carbonation wise. And it's 10:29 right now. 10:30 right now. Since all of them are clear colors, how about I just drink the last 2 out of the cans instead? Leave the other 2 cups alone. I'll just put them in the cabinet. It's life when you know that they're all gonna be the same color. So, we are gonna go for the tropical passion fruit. Yeah, I know, to you guys with these flavors alone. PHX is gonna sue Bodyarmor. I don't think that's true, however, if you think that though, because technically each company can create their own flavors, but still have the same flavors out there. Look at Girl of Mine. They have similar flavors to Ghost. Since Swedish Fish is discontinued, you can always go for the Girl of Mine flavor. That's what I have plans doing. I don't want to go for Ghost all the time. Of course, I will need my vitamin C. That's why. So, I could find myself a pack of Girl of Mine energy drinks. I already reviewed the drink though, however, so I don't have to worry about reviewing it for you guys. If you want to check out my Girl of Mine energy drink reviews, check out my playlist. You'd be surprised that I already tried the Swedish Fish version of Girl of Mine. I don't know, but I think I'm getting that tropical passion fruit mixture. Let's keep going back in from the can till I can get that mixture still, because I'm not quite sure. Hmm. Okay, I think I did get that mixture. That passion fruit came in after that tropical. So, technically, passion fruit stacks up with that tropical flavor. Excuse me. I am gonna be rating the tropical. Excuse me, the tropical passion fruit 8.7 out of 10. We are rolling now. It's only 10:36. We got time for the last one, which we already have one left. It's Bodyarmor Fit Citrus Grapefruit. Hopefully that one's good too. And hopefully that grapefruit has that comes in as well. I don't think PHX made a citrus grapefruit though, however. So this is gonna be a first for me to try this. As I said, I'll just drink this one out of the can. They're all gonna be the same color, so I'm not gonna pour it in the cup. Because the can does say no artificial no dyes at all. So technically, it makes sense. Yeah, I can tell there's no dyes at all in this one. And the caffeine, though, is from green coffee beans. Yeah, I know. Bodyarmor is weird when it comes to that then, when it comes to green coffee beans. I wouldn't blame you guys for thinking that. But it's one of the ingredients. But I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any sweetener out of this one. Even though it does, it should have a sweetener. Well, I like Bodyarmor's thing though, because technically, can-wise, each one has a 1 on it right here where the recycling symbol is. If you get the E's, you'll see what I mean. If you have a discount drug mart near you, go there and get these. But not till after I reviewed this one. I will recommend these if you don't want too much caffeine anyway. Could be good for you guys to go for changing from 200 to 60 milligrams of caffeine. Low stem. If you don't want low stem, then that's up to you. I'm not forcing you to go for a low stem drink when you need that boost, but it would be good. Now, for the citrus grapefruit. Let's see if it'll stack with that grapefruit on that citrus taste. Ugh. That last belch I did not like, guys. A grapefruit belch. I mean, a passionfruit belch. I did not like that belch. Let's see if it's any better on that after this one. Ugh. Down the hatch. I'm getting a citrusy flavor. But will the grapefruit come in from the back end, or will it stack up and complement that citrus? Let's keep going and find out. that grapefruit did come in after that citrus. So yeah, it complemented that citrus taste as well. That grapefruit wanted to join that citrus and complement that. So I think that Bodyarmor actually went for a good energy drink here. And decided to have that grapefruit complement a citrus. What am I going to be rating this one? It's going to go higher than the other four. I'm going to go for a 9.2 out of 10 on citrus grapefruit. Well, it'll be a different video because I'm not gonna go over any drinks tomorrow or over the weekend. If possible, I will be giving my thoughts on what Sony's doing on physical games. Excuse me. Okay, that's a different belch. Belch from that citrus grapefruit. But as I said, I'm gonna give my thoughts tomorrow on what Sony's doing on canceling the physical games and wanting digital only tomorrow instead. I'll make it up from last Friday. So, no reviews over the weekend. Reason why is I was browsing Facebook and decided that I'm interested in something that's happening in Grove City, Ohio. It's basically called Buckeye Comic Con, and I'm wanting to go to it. Yes, I already have $10 to get in. I also called Best Payments, so that way I can have $60, however. And if I get anything with that $60, I'll let you guys know what I get before we go for the BTS energy drinks and the sodas. But I mean on BTS products, if you want to know who BTS is though, however, I'll get down to the nitty gritty next week. Here's the name of these. ARIH. This one's the Orange Hour. Peachy Sunshine. Cherry Nova. Jolly Strawberry. Berry Blush. Lemon Crest. Tropical Wave. It's not just energy drinks though. They also made their own sodas. Berry Bliss. Pineapple Drift. Apple Flare. Peach Mango Horizon. Clear Lemon. Positive Orange. Last but not least, Red Ruby Galore. Now, I will not go for these drinks starting tomorrow or the weekend. We will take a break from these drinks tomorrow and the weekend. I will be going over these next week instead. And the energy drinks are postbiotic drinks. Sodas are dual biotic sodas. I'll just go for getting me an energy drink tomorrow from one of the stores. So tomorrow I will be giving my thoughts on what Sony's doing. So until tomorrow's video, MJ Klein's out. Peace out. See you next video. Later, everyone.